Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Hyundai guys. It could be almost any Hyundai from year 2009 up to currently 2022. And if you need to replace valve body on transmission, 6-speed transmission that has been used in almost every Hyundai, stay with us, we'll explain how to do that. Now that same transmission with different torque and horsepower rating has been used in all the engines of Hyundais from year 2009 to now, currently 2022, and on engines from 1.2 all the way to 4.0-liter engine guys, 4.0-liter engine. Now a valve body, step by step we'll explain how to do it. If you have problems with transmission shifting, shifting hard, slipping, not shifting, we'll have videos how to fix that one as well. And in some cases it may not be your valve body, it may be something that you will just spend a few dollars to fix it. So make sure you check the video, okay, how to fix automatic transmission on Hyundai on our channel. Now before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos for you. If you need to buy any parts, tools for a good price and quick shipping, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's why we get where we get all our tool supplies from, for a really good price and quick shipping, guys. You can save quite a bit of money. So that being said, okay, that's the throttle body right here. You can see that's what it looks like. That's the transmission throttle body with the solenoids, okay, and everything else. And this is, guys, okay, the transmission taken apart. Let's go ahead and start and get to that part now. So with that being said, let's explain what we have specifically here. This is, as I said, Hyundai Sonata. That's the transmission. Now that same transmission is called the A6 MF. I believe it's the A6 MF transmission. One is A6 LM, I believe, the one that's for the more powerful engine. But this is the transmission, guys. You can find it on the 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8, 2.0, 2.4, 3.3, 3.8 engine. I believe even the 4.0 engine uses it as well. This is the transmission, this is your oil pan. So we'll be making videos about anything about the transmission. So how you drain it, guys. Now this is the check plug right here for the level. We'll have a special video how to check and add transmission fluid. But right here, okay, this, okay, let's see, a 24mm socket, guys. And right here there is one huge bolt, okay, that we need to actually pre-loosen. So let's go ahead, okay, do that. We're going to pre-loosen that bolt and we'll be able, okay, to drain the transmission now. So that's what we'll be doing. Make sure that you have eye protection gloves because it will come fast, guys, okay. That transmission will drain really quick. That's pretty big hole, okay, and it will be really tight as well. Perfect. Now it will go by hand. At that point, check it out. Okay, it will be a mess everywhere. So let's see. Alright, right there. Transmission is draining now. So we will let it drain, it will come out pretty quick. And then I would recommend, guys, okay, check out on the inside. That's a magnetic plug. Always, guys, clean it. Okay, you can see this is a magnetic plug and you can see all the things coming out, and that's shavings because of the transmission shifting, clutches wearing out, all that stuff. So you need to clean it, okay, really good, okay, before you install it. And in some cases you might need to replace it if it's worn, okay, and you might need to replace, okay, we might need to replace the washer here so it can seal good as well. Okay, we're going to remove the check cap as well, okay, to see if any will come out from there as well. We'll have an O-ring most likely, so we'll grab it, okay, pull it out, okay, and nothing comes out of there, just to verify, to make sure that we will not be able to get more out. So I'll recommend to let it drain for a long time, but practically, guys, okay, that's how you drain it. And after that you can install your drain plug and continue practically from there, get it tight. And we'll have a video how to add transmission fluid and how to check the transmission fluid level on Hyundai. So we drained the oil, guys. Now let's explain here. 10mm, we're going to remove that bracket, okay. This is for the wires, as you can see. So we're going to, okay, put those up a little bit. Now we're going to install the bolt so we don't lose it. Now next, we have quite a few 10mm bolts here. We're going to remove that clip from right here. It's the one that if you squish these two things on the back side together, it will come out, so you don't have to break it. Check it out. You can use clip removal too as well, but sometimes it will break those, so you have to be careful. And we're going to tie them up for the clamp, maybe for the throttle body there, for the intake hose, so we have all that room. Now you can do that with everything in the vehicle, practically with the radiators and stuff, but why we're doing it that way, so we can demonstrate. Otherwise you will not be able to see almost anything at all. Now let's go ahead and start with the pliers. We're going to disconnect that vent hose there, so gentle because that's plastic. Perfect. Excuse me, we'll pull it out. Now I just noticed that somebody forgot to put a ground wire there. That's a loose wire that needs to be reconnected later. Perfect. So that's why it's always good to work on your own vehicle, so you know what you messed up yourself. So we're going to start removing all the bolts now. Have a container. Even though you drain the fluid, you still leak some out. Be prepared. Always use gloves. You don't want those chemicals on your hands. So just gently go ahead, remove one by one the bolts. Quite a few bolts. Let's hold it on the last one, just in case, to make sure that nothing drops. Now it may be stuck a little bit, it really depends. We'll go ahead. Let's see if we can gently pull it out. Check out all the fluid that came out. I told you, you will always leak some more fluid, so be prepared. And the oil pan, with the gasket practically, comes out. Now everything inside is right here. We'll have videos about the valve body. I will have videos about solenoids, where each solenoid is, if you're not shifting into certain gear, which solenoid to check, how to test solenoids, output and input speed sensors, all that will be there. Now that's how we remove the oil pan. So next, 10mm socket, we need to remove 3 bolts. Here you have to be extremely clean, make sure you don't contaminate anything, make sure dirt doesn't fall, do it in the garage, not outside, because if in some cases, guys, even a human hair falls in the transmission in the wrong place, that can affect the way it shifts and all that stuff as well. So now let's go ahead, see what do we have specifically here now. If we have anything else holding on the bottom, and looks like we might need to actually really release that one as well. So grab it, very careful, and you can pull it out. Perfect, just like that. So you need to firmly grab the cap, don't pry or anything, don't go sideways, you just need to come straight out. Be careful not to break anything. That's the cables that go to the to the solenoids. Gently, pull it out, like that. Now they connect. Don't twist it like that, because this is not good for it. So now we're going to put it like that. You can see where your solenoids are located right here. We will have a special video that will explain which solenoid is for what. You can check it out. It's the Hyundai A6L MF1 MF2 transmission, and you can definitely see what it's for, guys. A6 MF1, A6L, F1 as well, or F2. So let's continue with the next step now. So next, valve body, guys. The valve body attaches with multiple things here. Let us show you. We cannot disconnect this one yet. This wire, unfortunately, will have to stay here. Okay, we will not be able to disconnect it. Make sure you don't contaminate it too. But we'll need to, okay, we will actually need to start removing a few things. Okay, and here we're blocking things, so I cannot see. So let's look at it first. Okay, this is the valve body. So this is the spring, okay, for the mechanism. Okay, this is the one that shifts it practically. Okay, right here. Let me just turn that light a little bit. Perfect, that's the one that puts tension on the shifter. So what we'll be doing now, okay, we need to start with, this is a 12 millimeter that we need to get for that spring that we're going to remove, and after that we'll get 10 millimeter and slowly start removing them until we, okay, get things out. Now if you have problems with the transmission slipping, shifting hard, anything like that, we have a special video that will explain what can cause that as well. So now let's go ahead, do that. Extremely tight, by the way, so let's get the ratchet. Okay, perfect. Now it should come loose. Just gently pull the plate out. Okay, let's see if it's going to come out, or if it's not. Okay, perfect, that's fine. Yep. Now you may not need to remove that, or we may remove it. So let's go ahead now. We're going to start in a cross pattern removing the bolts. Okay, with a 10 millimeter now. So we're going to get a thing to collect all the bolts now. Maybe a little bit faster sometime. Okay, let me hold this one now and just start, okay, getting things out. So we're going to put them on the thing to remember where we remove each one of those. It specifically has a different length, so we know kind of like where to put the bolts together later. That way we can organize everything. Okay, now on the last one you need to hold everything because it can drop. Now you grab the valve body with the container underneath. You can see how much we are going to get fluid out of here now. So at first when we drain it, we barely got any fluid. Eventually, by removing solenoids and removing the valve body, we almost, okay, got everything out of it. Alright, this is, guys, okay, your transmission, okay, your transmission valve body, okay, right here. Perfect, just like that. So that's how we, guys, remove the valve body on the transmission on Hyundai with the 6-speed, the one that I said practically has been used from year 2009 until now. So now if you have problems with solenoids or transmission or shifting correctly, all that stuff, we have videos on the channel on how to fix it. If, let's say, your Hyundai transmission is slipping or shifting hard, we'll have a video. If torque converter not engaging, we'll have a video. If you have a transmission shudder, video is on the channel, please check it out. Also, we'll have videos about the transmission input and output sensors as well. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.